Hello, everyone. Mark Merrill with Firm. Candidates for Maine's Future is our new program for the next several programs. So, Maine citizens everywhere, it's time to be involved. Be aware and be cautious about choosing our next lawmakers in the House of Representatives, State Senate, and, as if I have to remind everybody, our next governor. Firm, which represents We the People, was in attendance at the Maine governor candidates for the Republican Party Forum back on October 18th in Augusta. We'll present a profile and close-up of all 8 contenders over the next 5 to 7 days of podcasts. We begin with Bobby Charles of Wayne, who has been a very public and vocal man on many issues that Maine citizens are concerned about. And here's a brief interview we had with him.
I'm sure you've had a lot already, obviously.
Oh, yeah, we got 25 tonight.
That's fantastic. So, you're very impressive. All I can say is
I'm a humble soul who got a lot of blessings in my life.
I've seen you from wall to wall on YouTube shorts, and I don't know where. I think what? You've been on Fox, too, and all the others, I believe,
I'll
right?
be honest, I've probably done 100 times on Fox, but the reality is it's just because of my life. It's not really, I'm not special. I just have done a lot of stuff.
That's very good of you. I just have one question.
Yes, sir.
What would you say is the most important thing that you want to do once you start as governor of the state of Maine?
On day one, and I'm not kidding, I will sign a foot-high stack of executive orders that will begin to make this state accountable, trustworthy again, bring the taxes down as much as a governor can do without the legislature, and God willing we get the legislature. I will bring moral compass back to this state. I will get the HIDA designations done in this state so that we can, at the end of the day, have a safe, prosperous state. I literally will begin the process of cutting taxes, cutting crime, and getting rid of the nonsense. And I cannot wait to get at it, quite honestly.
Sure. This is real, like an isolated thing about the whole Newburgh thing, you know, with the ballots showing up. Have you heard anything new about it, or do you know where that might be headed? It's kind of.
I don't know where the investigation is headed, but as a guy who did criminal referrals for 5 years, I will tell you that that is a felony. Someone is responsible for a felony because that is a felony. And I've talked with the FBI, and I think the FBI is looking at it, and I think at the end of the day, something much bigger than people are thinking may come out of it. At the end of the day, this is a major, not a minor, a major problem. When you have an issue of voter integrity of that magnitude, and particularly a Secretary of State who's admitted that there are illegals on the ballot and has refused to comply with subpoenas from the federal government, we got a major problem.
One thing about that with Shenna Bellows, do you think she should recant and step down if she's running for governor?
Absolutely. She should have done that day one. And that shows you the lack of ethics. And by the way, where is the governor or any other member of the legislature who's a Democrat saying, by the way, you have a bona fide, straight up conflict of interest. You need to either not run for governor or you need to run for governor and you need to step down as Secretary of State. And then you've got a Secretary of State who tried to throw Trump off the ballot, tried to disenfranchise half of the state. I think she is a living, walking conflict of interest.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Bobby, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
And we thank Bobby Charles for his time, folks. Next up on our guest list of Republican candidates in this episode of Firm for the Candidates for Maine's Future is Robert Wessels of South Paris. Now, we're going to bring this one up here pretty quickly and kind of give you a better look of him. We do have a good one here of Mr. Wessels, as we'll be talking to him shortly here on this interview we did at the forum. But as you can see, he proposes cutbacks in taxes, lowering the cost of living, fix Maine schools, and fight corruption in our government. Calls himself Maine's grassroots candidate. So here is that brief interview we had with Mr. Wessels at the forum.
Good presentation, would you say, overall, this evening?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I enjoyed it.
If you get elected, that's what I'm trying to say. What would be your first action as you become governor? So after sworn in.
Yeah, so again, I think first action, it's hard, right? As we're a year out, so forgive me if it changes, right?
Absolutely.
But I do think that one of the very first things that I will do as governor is create this. I say it because people understand it, whether we'll name it Doge or not, but we can create a council where businessmen and people who understand and know fully the Constitution are able to look at our government and say, okay, where are we veering from the Constitution, and let's get us back. And looking at it from a business perspective and saying, where's that red tape? Where's the bureaucracy? Where are those efficiencies? What can we do to change what we're doing in our focus on our government and pare down the red tape? Because I don't believe people, even myself, like I don't know the dollar amount, but I guarantee you it's huge, and the amount that we are paying as Mainers every day in our taxes because of bureaucracy and red tape is absolutely mind-blowing.
Sure. Where are you from, by the way?
South Paris.
South Paris. Oh. Congratulations
half hour west of Auburn.
Congratulations on the campaign, and you guys sounded great tonight, and certainly wish you the best coming into 26.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It'll be fun.
So that's just a couple of the candidates there, folks. We had a chance to talk to at the Maine GOP Forum on the 18th of August at the Civic Center. And a lot of those things are being talked about by not only Mr. Bobby Charles and Mr. Wessels, but budget cuts and cost of living. You heard him right there. Talking about it, and a lot of this is absolutely mind-blowing. It's just it shouldn't even be happening in any society in our country. Among the other things that we hope to discuss with the candidates is cut waste and abuse of mandates on towns around Maine. 5.8% tax rate here is even more than any of the other New England states, ladies and gentlemen. 5.8%, we're almost at 6%. Sales tax? Are you kidding me? I don't even remember that as a kid. I think we were just under 5 when I was a kid, and even that's kind of high. CMP electricity rates to be discussed. 2 pipelines to get back to oil and small-type nuclear energy is just some of the things the Republican Party and these candidates stand for. Natural gas is also necessary for a second pipeline. And now, right now, Mills is having natural gas being shipped in when we have it. Wish you could be a little bit more professional about it, folks, but there's no sense being professional about it when the opposition all this time, the last 7.5, almost 8 years, by the time it's all said and done, darn it, it's just devil may care and blaming us, the American taxpayer. In the meantime, folks, we will have more breakdowns and hopefully more one-on-one with our candidates for Maine governor in 2026 in our next few programs. I am Mark Merrill, and as always, we are firm. Fairness in Reporting Media on Twitter or X and YouTube. Podcasts all the time, 24 hours a day, once posted. And email us anytime, ladies and gentlemen, right there at fairnessinreportingmedia@gmail.com, fairnessinreportingmedia@gmail.com. Everybody stay safe. Focus on the candidates and question 1 and question 2. Make sure you vote, which you can now, during the middle of October, all the way right up to and including Election Day, November 4th of 2025. Peace to all.